sometimes I wonder, why do I even bother introducing the topic? Because you already read the title and you clicked on it, so why should I even bother? Oh well, want to see my collection of Apple products? So I'm actually going to go in order in the history that I've collected each of all of these Apple products that I have, and I did check and make sure that I have all of them, hopefully, because I always forget something. Alrighty, let's hope I got everything this time. Product number 1, my very first product with the Apple logo on it. That crown goes to the iPod Nano. This was the first Apple device I have ever purchased. Cost me $157, and the reason why it's $157 and not $135, which it was supposed to be priced at, was because I purchased warranty with it. But technically, this thing costs $135, but I paid extra for warranty, and that warranty has expired. This breaks, I guess I'm screwed. Oh, I remembered using this. My first Apple product. I originally wanted this because I was using another MP3 player, but I wanted a touch screen. I got so tired of not having any touch controls because I had this big screen, but I couldn't touch it. I started looking online for something with the touch screen, and well, I had no idea that Apple actually made this because I only have seen the iPod Classic and the iPod Touch at the time. But evidently, Apple made the iPod Nano, so I bought it. And as my first Apple product, I absolutely love it. But of course, this isn't the only Apple device I've got. So after I got the iPod Nano, I got this, a step higher. And yes, this is the second Apple device. My iPod Touch, 6th gen. This is the 6th gen, not the 7th. So why did I want this? It's got a camera and bigger screen. That was pretty much the main reason why I wanted this. I wanted a camera because I didn't have a camera. Yeah, fun fact, I started making videos with this a long time ago, even before I even made my first YouTube channel. I originally started filming videos on this thing. The quality is crap. But at some point, it wasn't even that long after ownership, I had a problem, and I think it had something to do with the iOS 11 bugs. I was having a problem when iOS 11 was installed on this, and the touchscreen would just freak out. Sometimes it would register taps that didn't exist, sometimes it would just freeze, sometimes it would scroll in random directions. It was just on the fritz. I couldn't use it. Thank goodness, though, somebody else was getting rid of another Apple product. That became my first iPhone. So while a lot of you guys think the XS Max is my first iPhone, no, this iPhone 5C was actually my first iPhone. It's just I've never actually had a SIM card in it, so I never used it like a hello. I basically used this as a glorified iPod Touch, and it was cool until the screen cracked, so this is not usable at this point. In fact, typically, those boxes I have right there, it's typically in its box, but I took it out of its box for the purpose of this video. So those are the 3 tiny devices, but then I ran into another problem. Windows 7 was losing support from Microsoft. Yes, guys, despite that I have 2 of these things, I used to be a Windows user, and I am glad I am no longer a Windows user. But anywho, Windows 7 was losing support, and I absolutely despise Windows 10. I did not want to upgrade to it. So I started to look for something else in the market that wasn't Windows. Chromebooks were out of the question because those require internet, and in case you guys hadn't noticed, the internet here sucks. Chromebook was out of the question. So pretty much that left me with one more option. The Mac. I actually had no idea that Macs were a thing until a year before I got this thing. I discovered the Mac when I heard about the 2018 MacBook Air, when that thing was refreshed. That's when I discovered that Macs were actually a thing. I know, I'm bad at discovering these things, but anywho, I discovered the Mac was the thing. I wasn't really concerned about the hardware, I was concerned about the software. So I checked out Mac OS, and from the sound of it, yeah, I thought it was worth a shot. Got my 13-inch MacBook Pro from 2011. Yeah, I know. I'm working on getting it replaced, guys. It's just not easy. But I got my 13-inch MacBook Pro, and yeah, I kissed Windows 7 goodbye, and I am not looking back. I love Mac OS. This was what I switched to, and even though, yeah, the hardware's old, I get it. I mean, this thing ain't any better, but it was definitely worth it. The switch to Mac OS. So this was my first Mac, and I essentially used that to edit all of my videos before I even got the iMac. After that, though, because of course I have to keep getting Apple products, it's really hard to show you because I'm currently using it as my camera. Oh wait, I got an idea. Yeah, you see? Yeah, there's my camera being held on my tripod. It's my iPhone XS Max. That phone has always been my dream phone. So, of course, I set out to purchase it and I finally purchased it. And I do not plan on getting rid of that thing anytime soon. But am I done with collecting Apple products? Oh, of course I'm not. How could I? We had to get a new editor, the iMac. My main problem was with the MacBook that the screen's too small. In fact, when I'm getting this thing replaced, I'm getting a 16-inch because I value screen real estate, and as I discovered, I thought I could make it with a 13-inch screen just because it was on the cheaper side. I was clearly wrong because I do not like working off of this tiny of a screen. In fact, it drives me nuts that Apple loves their tiny screens. I hate it so much. So I'm going to be working on getting the 16-inch MacBook Pro whenever the Apple Silicon version comes out. So to satisfy the big screen problem, or lack thereof, I got this thing. And plus, this was originally my grandmother's and she wasn't using it anymore because literally it was sitting on a table collecting dust. All it was being used for was just Google Images. That's it. So I put this thing to good use. And well, yeah, it might not look like it right now because all it's doing is displaying a logo. I do edit most of my videos on this thing, despite that it has worse performance, but I value my big screen. Gotta have my big screen. And am I done collecting Apple products yet? Oh, of course I'm not. I still got more in my collection. In fact, most of you guys probably don't even know this. I've hinted at it before, but clearly you don't, so I'll have to show it. Yes, I do have an iPad. The problem is it doesn't work. So this is just a thing to add in my collection. But fun fact, this is, if you take a look, where's the camera? The camera's missing. No way. It's the original iPad? Yes, the reason why I have this in my collection, despite that it doesn't work, is because this is the original iPad 3G. This is the cellular version. I discovered that on accident just by finding the SIM card tray here. But yeah, this is the original cellular iPad. Couldn't say no to add that to my collection, so I added that to my collection. Okay, Alpha. You've shown off your iPods, your iPhones, and your Macs, and your iPad. Are you done yet? Oh, guys, you're asking for too much. This is a popular one that everyone loves. AirPods Pro. They are amazing. I love the transparency mode, love the noise cancellation mode, especially since I have to deal with 2 loud people downstairs. Oh yeah, these things are amazing. And they wirelessly charge. Why can't we have more products like, I don't know, this and this and this wirelessly charge? No guesses on my end. And then of course, this is the last major one. I got other types of Apple stuff, such as a bunch of cables, and these are the ear pods that came with my iPod Touch. I actually use these for editing all the time. Of course, I have both USB-A and USB-C versions of the Lightning cable. And then I got a few Apple stickers around because I like to collect those as well. And that pretty much labels every Apple product I have in my collection. I got a lot of Apple products, and I'm not going to stop collecting. If you have something to add to my collection, well, hit me up in the comments. Oh, and also, let me know what your Apple collection is, if you have any Apple collected stuff. Alrighty, thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with the stuff below, especially since I want to hear what Apple products you guys have. And my name is DeWolf, Random Alpha, signing out.